A course on the glorious liberty of the sons of God. The pathway to dominion. Daniel Kiflemariam. Session 3. The Age of Grace. The current age of grace is a time appointed by God to reveal His unmerited favor through Jesus Christ. It is characterized not by human perfection, but by the abundant grace that empowers believers to reign in life, despite human weakness. The age of grace is a time when God's grace is magnified, not human effort. The gift of righteousness and abundant grace. Believers reign in life not because of their righteousness, but because of the abundance of grace and the gift of righteousness through Jesus Christ. Romans 5 verse 17 states, "For if, by the trespass of one man, death reigned through that one man, how much more will those who receive God's abundant provision of grace and of the gift of righteousness reign in life through the one man, Jesus Christ." This righteousness secures believers standing before God, regardless of their flaws. Grace empowers believers to live boldly, free from condemnation, because they trust in God's mercy rather than their own perfection. The purpose of this present age. The age of grace is not about achieving moral perfection, but about living in the abundance of grace. While believers can reflect Christ's character, the full manifestation of His perfection awaits the age to come. In this age, believers are to live by faith and rest in the sufficiency of God's grace. As Ephesians 2 verse 7 states, in the ages to come, He might show the exceeding riches of His grace and His kindness toward us in Christ Jesus. The present age highlights God's mercy and kindness as believers experience His favor despite their weaknesses. Faith over perfection. In the age of grace, God does not demand flawless living. He calls His children to live by faith, trusting that grace is sufficient. Revelation 12 verse 11 states, "They triumphed over Him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony." It is through faith in Christ that believers overcome, not through striving for moral perfection. The hope of future glory. Though perfection is not fully realized now, believers are called to live with the hope of future glory, where they will be fully transformed into Christ's likeness. Until then, the age of grace serves as a time of preparation and growth, where believers walk in freedom, confidence, and the grace that Christ has already provided.